Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt stuck? Like you're running on a treadmill, exerting enormous effort but not really getting anywhere? If so, you're not alone. Many of us reach a point in our lives where we feel trapped by our circumstances, limited by our past, or overwhelmed by the challenges that lie ahead. But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be this way. You have the power within you to break free from these limitations and rebuild your life from the ground up. The key to this transformation lies in a simple yet profound truth. To change your outer world, you must first conquer your inner world. This is the essence of our theme today, Conquer Yourself to Rebuild. It's about taking control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions to create the foundation for a better, more fulfilling life. Let's begin by understanding what it truly means to conquer yourself. It's not about waging war against your own being or suppressing your true nature. Rather, it's about mastering the aspects of yourself that hold you back, your fears, your doubts, your limiting beliefs, and your destructive habits. It's about becoming the captain of your own ship, steering yourself towards the shores of success and happiness. The journey of self-conquest is not an easy one. It requires courage, commitment, and perseverance. But I assure you it's the most rewarding journey you'll ever undertake. Because when you conquer yourself, you unlock limitless potential. You become unstoppable. Now, let's break this down into actionable steps. The first step in conquering yourself is self-awareness. You need to understand who you are, what drives you, and what holds you back. This means taking a hard, honest look at yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions, and your fears. Start by asking yourself some crucial questions. What are my core values? What do I truly want in life? What habits or beliefs are preventing me from achieving my goals? What negative patterns do I keep repeating? The answers to these questions will provide you with a roadmap for your journey of self-conquest. Remember, self-awareness is not about judgment. It's about observation and understanding. Don't criticize yourself for your weaknesses or past mistakes. Instead, view them as opportunities for growth and improvement. Every successful person you admire has faced their own set of challenges and shortcomings. What sets them apart is their willingness to confront these issues head-on and work tirelessly to overcome them. Once you've developed a clear understanding of yourself, the next step is to set meaningful goals. Goal setting is a crucial aspect of self-conquest because it gives you direction and purpose. Without clear goals, you're like a ship without a destination. You might be moving, but you're not really going anywhere. When setting goals, think big. Don't limit yourself based on your current circumstances or past experiences. Remember, we're rebuilding here. This is your chance to dream big and aim high. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? That's the kind of goal you should be setting. But here's the key: your goals must be aligned with your core values and true desires. Many people make the mistake of chasing goals that society or others have set for them, only to find themselves unfulfilled even after achieving those goals. Your goals should excite you, motivate you, and give you a sense of purpose. Once you've set your big, inspiring goals, break them down into smaller, manageable objectives. This makes the journey less overwhelming and allows you to celebrate small wins along the way. Remember, every great achievement is the result of countless small steps taken consistently over time. Now, let's talk about one of the most critical aspects of self-conquest: mastering your mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world and interpret your experiences. It shapes your thoughts, influences your emotions, and ultimately determines your actions. To conquer yourself, you need to develop a growth mindset. This means believing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. It's about embracing failure as a stepping stone to success rather than a final verdict on your abilities. Developing a growth mindset requires conscious effort and practice. Start by becoming aware of your self-talk. How do you speak to yourself when faced with challenges or setbacks? Do you say things like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough"? If so, it's time to change that inner dialogue. Replace negative self-talk with empowering affirmations. Instead of "I can't," say "I can learn." Instead of "this is too hard," say "this is an opportunity to grow." Remember, your words create your reality. By changing the way you talk to yourself, you change the way you perceive and interact with the world around you. Another powerful tool for mastering your mindset is visualization. Top athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and high achievers in every field use visualization to program their minds for success. Spend time each day visualizing yourself achieving your goals. See yourself overcoming challenges, making progress, and ultimately reaching your desired outcome. The more vividly you can imagine these scenarios, the more real they become to your subconscious mind. Now, let's address one of the biggest obstacles in the journey of self-conquest: fear. Fear is a natural human emotion, but it's also one of the most limiting forces in our lives. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These fears can paralyze us and prevent us from taking the necessary actions to achieve our goals. Conquering your fears is a crucial part of conquering yourself. And the most effective way to overcome fear is through action. As you take action in the face of fear, you build courage and confidence. You prove to yourself that you're capable of doing the things you thought were impossible. Start small. Identify one fear that's holding you back and commit to taking one small action to confront it. It could be as simple as making that phone call you've been avoiding or speaking up in a meeting. Each time you face your fears, you chip away at their power over you. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the ability to act despite the presence of fear. The more you practice acting courageously, the more natural it becomes. Now, let's talk about habits. Your habits are the building blocks of your life. They shape your days, weeks, and ultimately your entire life. To conquer yourself and rebuild, you need to take control of your habits. Start by identifying the habits that are holding you back. These could be procrastination, negative thinking, excessive social media use, or any other behavior that's not serving your goals. Once you've identified these habits, commit to replacing them with positive, empowering ones. For example, if you have a habit of hitting the snooze button and starting your day in a rush, replace it with a habit of waking up early and starting your day with exercise or meditation. If you have a habit of complaining, replace it with a habit of expressing gratitude. Remember, habits are formed through repetition. It takes time and consistent effort to break old habits and form new ones. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every small victory along the way. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is the habit of continuous learning. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt is more crucial than ever. Make a commitment to lifelong learning. Read books, attend seminars, take online courses, seek out mentors. The more you learn, the more you grow, and the better equipped you are to conquer yourself and rebuild your life. Now, let's address an often overlooked aspect of self-conquest: emotional intelligence. Your ability to understand and manage your emotions, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others, plays a crucial role in your success and happiness. Start by developing self-awareness of your emotions. Learn to recognize your emotional triggers and understand the underlying causes of your reactions. This awareness allows you to respond to situations thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Practice empathy. Put yourself in others' shoes and try to understand their perspectives. This not only improves your relationships but also broadens your understanding of the world. Learn to manage your emotions effectively. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but rather expressing them in healthy, constructive ways. Develop coping strategies for dealing with stress, anger, and other challenging emotions. As you work on conquering yourself, it's important to remember that this journey is not about achieving perfection. It's about progress. It's about becoming a little better each day, continuously evolving and growing. One of the most powerful mindset shifts you can make is to fall in love with the process of growth itself. Instead of focusing solely on the end goal, learn to enjoy the journey. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the small wins, and find joy in the act of pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. This mindset shift is crucial because it allows you to persevere in the face of setbacks and obstacles. When you're in love with the process, temporary failures don't discourage you. Instead, they become valuable learning experiences that propel you forward. Now, let's talk about the importance of taking responsibility for your life. This is a fundamental principle of self-conquest. It means acknowledging that you are the author of your life story. Your circumstances, your successes, your failures, they are all a result of your choices and actions. Taking responsibility can be uncomfortable at first. It's much easier to blame external factors for our problems. But here's the truth: as long as you believe that your life is controlled by external factors, you'll always feel powerless. When you take full responsibility, you reclaim your power. You realize that if you created your current reality, you also have the power to create a new one. This doesn't mean that external factors don't influence your life. Of course they do. But it means that you always have a choice in how you respond to these factors. You can choose your attitude, your actions, and ultimately your outcomes. Taking responsibility also means letting go of the victim mentality. Stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances. Instead, see yourself as the hero of your own story, a hero who faces challenges, overcomes obstacles, and emerges stronger and wiser. As you embark on this journey of self-conquest and rebuilding, it's crucial to surround yourself with the right people. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." This is profoundly true. Take a look at your social circle. Are the people around you supportive of your goals? Do they inspire you to be better? Do they challenge you to grow? If not, it might be time to make some changes. Seek out mentors and role models who embody the qualities you aspire to develop. Join mastermind groups or communities of like-minded individuals who are on a similar journey of growth and self-improvement. Remember, iron sharpens iron. By surrounding yourself with positive, ambitious people, you elevate your own standards and accelerate your growth. At the same time, be willing to distance yourself from negative influences. This doesn't mean cutting people out of your life entirely, but it does mean being mindful of how much time and energy you invest in relationships that don't support your growth. Now, let's talk about the power of discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what turns your dreams into reality. Without discipline, even the best intentions and the most detailed plans will fall short. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about staying committed to your goals, even when the initial excitement has worn off. It's about showing up day after day, putting in the work, and making consistent progress. Developing discipline is like building a muscle. It takes time and consistent effort. Start small. Choose one area of your life where you want to be more disciplined and focus on that. It could be waking up early, exercising regularly, or dedicating time each day to learning a new skill. Set clear, specific rules for yourself and commit to following them no matter what. For example, if you're working on waking up early, set a non-negotiable rule that you'll get out of bed as soon as your alarm goes off, no matter how you feel. As you build discipline in one area of your life, you'll find that it starts to spill over into other areas. You'll develop a sense of personal integrity, a commitment to keeping the promises you make to yourself. This integrity becomes a source of immense personal power. Remember, discipline is not about punishment or deprivation. It's about freedom. The discipline you develop today creates the freedom you desire tomorrow. It's what allows you to live life on your own terms, rather than being at the mercy of your impulses or external circumstances. Now let's address an important aspect of self-conquest that often gets overlooked: self-compassion. In our drive to improve ourselves, we can sometimes fall into the trap of harsh self-criticism. We berate ourselves for our failures, judge ourselves harshly for our weaknesses, and set unrealistic standards of perfection. But here's the truth: self-criticism is not an effective motivator. In fact, it often leads to anxiety, depression, and a fear of taking risks, all of which hinder your growth and progress. Self-compassion, on the other hand, involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a good friend. It means acknowledging your humanity, accepting that mistakes and failures are part of the growth process, and encouraging yourself to keep going despite setbacks. Practicing self-compassion doesn't mean making excuses for yourself or lowering your standards. It means holding yourself accountable with kindness. It means learning from your mistakes without defining yourself by them. It means pushing yourself to grow while also acknowledging your inherent worth as a human being. As you work on conquering yourself, make a conscious effort to cultivate self-compassion. When you face setbacks or fall short of your goals, speak to yourself as you would to a friend who's going through a tough time. Offer yourself words of encouragement and support. Remind yourself that struggle and failure are universal human experiences and opportunities for growth. Now, let's talk about the power of focus. In today's world of constant distractions and information overload, the ability to focus is more valuable than ever. Your ability to concentrate your attention and energy on what truly matters will largely determine your success in conquering yourself and rebuilding your life. Develop the habit of single tasking. Instead of trying to juggle multiple tasks at once, give your full attention to one task at a time. This not only improves the quality of your work, but also trains your mind to sustain focus for longer periods. Learn to prioritize. Not all tasks are created equal. Identify the activities that will have the biggest impact on your goals and focus your energy on those. This often means saying no to things that don't align with your priorities, even if they seem urgent or appealing in the moment. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and surroundings without judgment. Regular mindfulness practice can significantly improve your ability to focus and concentrate. It also helps you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, which is crucial for self-conquest. As you work on conquering yourself, it's important to develop a growth-oriented relationship with failure. Many people are held back by a fear of failure, but the truth is, failure is an essential part of the growth process. Every successful person you admire has failed numerous times on their path to success. Reframe your view of failure. Instead of seeing it as a negative outcome or a reflection of your worth, see it as valuable feedback. Every failure contains a lesson that can help you improve and get closer to your goals. Develop the habit of asking yourself, what can I learn from this whenever you face a setback or disappointment? Moreover, understand that failure is often a sign that you're pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. And that's exactly where growth happens. If you're not failing occasionally, it probably means you're not challenging yourself enough. Embrace a philosophy of fail forward. This means using each failure as a stepping stone towards your goals. Learn from your mistakes, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. Now let's talk about the importance of taking action. Knowledge is power, but only when it's applied. You can have the best strategies and the most inspiring goals, but without consistent action, they remain just ideas. Many people get stuck in the planning phase, constantly preparing but never actually starting. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect circumstances. But here's the truth, there is no perfect moment. The best time to start is now. Embrace the concept of ready, fire. Aim. This doesn't mean acting recklessly or without thought. It means taking action even when you don't feel fully ready or when you don't have all the answers. You'll learn more from taking imperfect action than from endless planning. Start with small steps. If your goal seems overwhelming, break it down into smaller, manageable actions. Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate each small step forward, no matter how insignificant it might seem. Develop the habit of taking daily action towards your goals. Even on days when you don't feel motivated, do something, no matter how small, that moves you in the right direction. These consistent actions, compounded over time, lead to significant results. Remember, action cures fear. The more you act, the more confident you become. Each action you take builds momentum, making the next action easier. Before you know it, you'll have created a powerful cycle of action and progress. As we near the end of our time together, I want to emphasize the importance of patience and persistence in your journey of self-conquest and rebuilding. Real lasting change takes time. It's not about dramatic overnight transformations, but rather consistent effort over an extended period. There will be days when you feel like you're not making progress, when old habits creep back in, or when obstacles seem insurmountable. In these moments, remind yourself of why you started this journey. Reconnect with your vision and your core values. Trust in the process and keep moving forward, even if it's just a small step. Remember, conquering yourself is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process of growth, learning, and self-discovery. There's no final destination where you'll suddenly have it all figured out. The journey itself is the reward. Embrace it, with all its challenges and triumphs. As you go forward from here, I encourage you to start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment or until you feel ready. Choose one area of your life where you want to see change and take one small action today. It could be as simple as writing down your goals, meditating for 5 minutes, or reaching out to someone who inspires you. Remember, you have within you everything you need to conquer yourself and rebuild your life. You have the power to shape your destiny, to overcome your limitations, and to become the person you've always dreamed of being. It won't be easy, but I promise you it will be worth it. In conclusion, conquering yourself to rebuild is about taking control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's about developing self-awareness, setting meaningful goals, mastering your mindset, overcoming your fears, and building empowering habits. It's about taking responsibility for your life, surrounding yourself with the right people, and cultivating discipline and focus. It's about treating yourself with compassion, learning from failure, and taking consistent action towards your goals. It's about patience, persistence, and a commitment to lifelong growth and learning. As you leave here today, I want you to remember this. You are capable of far more than you realize. You have untapped potential within you, waiting to be unleashed. The journey of self-conquest and rebuilding is the key to unlocking that potential. So go forth with courage and determination. Embrace the challenges that lie ahead, for they are opportunities for growth. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. And above all, believe in yourself and your ability to create the life you desire. Thank you for your attention and participation. I wish you all the best on your journey of self-conquest and rebuilding. Remember, the power to change your life lies within you. Use it wisely, use it often, and watch as you transform not just your own life, but the world around you. Thank you, and God bless.